was once again on the line after the Mavs upset the Orediggers a year ago in an instant classic, eking out a 14-13 win at Stoker Stadium. Now the Mavs would look to defend their claim to the Cup, but have to do so this time around in Golden. Mavs throwing a curveball at everyone out of the gates. We have a switcheroo at quarterback with Cole Hansen, the transfer from Minot State, getting the start. And we'll get to him in a moment because early on, it was his Mines counterpart that was the one putting on the show. Later on in the first quarter, Mavs up 3-0, but the arm of Joseph Caprara leads the way, airing it out. And he has Askell Richard as open gets down the field, hitting him right in the hands for the 31-yard bomb. Mines up early, and Capra would continue to torch the Mavs' sturdy defense and do so through the air via the long bomb. Climbing up in the pocket here after the Mavs pass rush tries to get home, and this time it's Nick Stone with a stone-cold dagger. Mines keeps taking digs at the Mavericks' defense. Mavs needs momentum, and a CMU running back tandem of Aiden Taylor and Brandon Belgrave looking to shoulder the load. Belgrave showing off that burst on the carry. In particular, Belgrave really got going in Golden. Now deep in Mines territory, and Belgrave up the middle and springs free from a tackle and falls into the end zone. Touchdown Mavericks, and we've got a ball game in Golden, 14-10 after the Panama native powers on into the end zone. We're going to skip ahead now to the second half in Golden. Someone better tell that Mines mascot, who doesn't seem too eager to get a move on. They just ousted Alfie the Buffalo for not moving it either on the field. Get in gear. Second half, Belgrave still playing like a bell cow back, powering the Mavs into scoring position after the pileup there, trailing 13-21, so it should come as no surprise who the Mavs turn to try to punch the ball in. Trying to arm tackle him is a grave mistake. Belgrave bounces into the end zone. Mavs are within 2 on the carry. They're going to elect to go for 2 here to tie it. I'll give you one guess where this ball is going. Belgrave ties it up on another score here when he gets the rock, and he'd get 8 points on the board in a couple of seconds for the Mavs. 8 points courtesy of number 5, 21 all in Golden. Down the stretch, Mines puts up a field goal to try to retake the lead with a little less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game, so CMU once again needs to get points on the board to stay in this one. Mavs have to lean on Hansen, who's been largely kept in check through the air here under center, but he finds Alex Turpin to keep the Mesa drive alive and get close to the midfield. From there, the CMU skill positions really got into gear. In their own territory, shotgun formation, the steady hands of Trek Keyworth on the drag route there coming up your screen. And he's got a little room to roll. Mavs get into Mines territory and pick up about 20 yards on the reception. Less than a minute, 3 timeouts still for Mesa. Mines tightens up and forces a 4th and 2. CMU could kick the field goal here, but Coach K wants to play for the win, and he sends out the offense, needing 2 more yards. Wind in their face here for the Mavs. That crowded Golden all on their feet, and it all comes down to this. Hansen under center. No pressure, kid. And they go for a passing play here. Hansen scans downfield before hitting who else? Belgrave has one man to beat, breaks a tackle, and breaks the spirit of Mines in one fell swoop. Touchdown Mesa. They take the lead with just seconds on the clock in Golden. Brandon Belgrave, have yourself a day. Now it's Mines needing points in a hurry, and of course, they aren't going to go down quietly. Empty backfield here for Capra under center. Of course, Mines has something up their sleeves here to get the ball all the way down the field. Quick pass to Nick Stone, and all of a sudden, here comes the hook and ladder. Mavs cannot let a Mines player break free. After getting it back to Capra here, Pierce Richards is going to find some daylight down the left sideline here. Gets into Mavs territory before finally getting swarmed with the guys in white. Laterals it back to midfield. A couple of Orediggers in the area picked up by Jake Sipe, who barely gets the ball out here. And the Mavs sideline, they think that's ball game. They thought he was down. The Mavs sideline comes onto the field in celebration, but no whistle. That's a live ball. Christian Speller brings him down. He was in on the play all along, so that's a legal tackle. But still, the officiating crew certainly has to get it together to figure this one out. For a split second, it seemed like Nick Stone had a chance at the end zone. After lengthy discussion, the ruling on the field by the officiating crew was to reset the game clock to 2 seconds, and the Orediggers have to go all the way back to where they started that play. Say what you want. What a break for CMU. So I guess we're going with the ball don't lie precedent here. Mines once again needs a wild play to break their way downfield. Capra evading pressure, rolls out, looking downfield, trying to find anyone, but instead it's Hunter Hamilton hunting him down. And a wild ending and all, that'll do it. The Mavs make it 2 in a row against Mines. It's another classic. Mavericks win 28-24 is your final from Golden. We have more on that Mavs wild win over the Orediggers on the other side. We'll be right back.